The book of Isaiah is filled with visions of hope and despair, painting a vivid picture of a world in turmoil and the promise of a brighter future. It contains warnings of judgment for those who stray from righteousness and promises of redemption for those who seek the light. Among its most enduring passages is chapter 42, a prophecy that has captivated and challenged readers for centuries, offering a glimpse into a divine plan. Its verses speak of a chosen servant, a figure destined to bring justice, righteousness, and light to the world, a beacon of hope in dark times. But who is this mysterious servant? Is it a historical figure, a messianic prophecy, or a symbol of collective human potential? And how has this ancient prophecy resonated through time, influencing cultures and beliefs across the globe? The answer, like the universe itself, is full of wonder and complexity, inviting us to explore deeper meanings and connections. For millennia, people of different faiths and backgrounds have found meaning and inspiration in Isaiah 42, each drawing from it a unique sense of purpose and understanding. Each interpretation reflects a unique perspective on the nature of God, the role of humanity, and the search for truth, adding layers to its profound message. Join me now on a journey through time and belief as we explore the enduring power of prophecy and uncover the timeless wisdom that continues to inspire and guide us today. To understand Isaiah 42, we must first understand the man who wrote it. Isaiah was not just a writer, he was a visionary, a man deeply connected to his faith and his people. Isaiah lived in the 8th century BCE, a time of great upheaval and uncertainty for the kingdom of Judah. The political landscape was volatile, and the people were anxious about their future. Assyria, a powerful empire to the north, was expanding its reach, threatening Judah's independence and way of life. The fear of invasion and loss of sovereignty loomed large over the kingdom. In this context, Isaiah emerged as a voice of warning and hope. He was not just a prophet, but a leader who sought to guide his people through turbulent times. He was a prophet, a messenger who claimed to speak on behalf of God. His words were powerful, resonating deeply with those who heard them. His message was often harsh, condemning the corruption and idolatry he saw around him. He called out the leaders and the people for their moral failings. Yet, woven into his warnings were threads of hope, visions of a future where justice would prevail and God's people would be restored. He spoke of a time when righteousness would reign. Isaiah 42, with its promise of a righteous servant, stands as a beacon of hope in a time of darkness. It offers a vision of redemption and renewal, a promise that even in the darkest times, light can emerge. The prophecy itself is rich in imagery and symbolism. It describes a chosen servant, endowed with God's Spirit, who will bring justice to the nations. This servant will not be loud or boastful, but will act with quiet strength and compassion. He will open the eyes of the blind, free the prisoners, and establish justice for all. This prophecy is notable for its universal scope. It speaks not just of the restoration of Israel, but of a justice that extends to all nations. This message of inclusivity and hope has resonated with people across cultures and throughout history. For Jews, Isaiah 42 has traditionally been interpreted in the context of their historical experience, deeply rooted in their collective memory and spiritual journey. After the destruction of the First Temple in 586 BCE, many Jews were exiled from their homeland, scattered across foreign lands, facing uncertainty and hardship. They clung to the words of Isaiah, finding hope in the promise of a future restoration, a beacon of light in their darkest hours. The servant in this interpretation was often seen as a future leader who would gather the scattered tribes of Israel and re-establish their nation, bringing unity and strength to a dispersed people. This interpretation reflects the Jewish people's enduring faith and resilience, their unwavering belief in a divine plan. Even in the face of adversity, they held on to the belief that God had not abandoned them, that their suffering had a purpose and an end. Isaiah 42 served as a source of comfort and inspiration, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope for a brighter future, a future where they would return to their homeland and rebuild their lives. A Savior is born. Centuries later, with the emergence of Christianity, Isaiah 42 took on new meaning. Christians saw in Jesus of Nazareth the fulfillment of Isaiah's prophecy. Jesus, they believed, embodied the qualities of the suffering servant. He healed the sick, comforted the afflicted, and preached a message of love and forgiveness. His death on the cross, they argued, was the ultimate act of self-sacrifice, atoning for the sins of humanity. The Christian interpretation of Isaiah 42 highlights the transformative power of belief. For Christians, Jesus' life, death, and resurrection represent the ultimate victory of good over evil, light over darkness. A messenger for all mankind. Muslims also find meaning in Isaiah 42, viewing it as a prophecy fulfilled in the prophet Muhammad. They point to Muhammad's role as a bringer of God's final revelation, the Quran. Like the servant in Isaiah, Muhammad preached a message of justice, compassion, and submission to God's will. The Islamic interpretation underscores the universality of prophetic messages. While different faiths may interpret these messages through their own lenses, they often converge on shared values of justice, compassion, and the importance of submitting to a higher power. Echoes in the cosmos. The beauty of ancient texts like Isaiah 42 lies in their ability to transcend time and culture. Their words, like distant starlight, carry echoes of universal truths that resonate with us even today. Whether we interpret the prophecy literally or metaphorically, we can all find inspiration in its call for justice, compassion, and the pursuit of a brighter future. Perhaps, like the expanding universe itself, the meaning of Isaiah 42 is not fixed but continues to evolve. It challenges us to look beyond our own limited perspectives and embrace the vastness and complexity of the human experience. The enduring power of prophecy. Isaiah 42 stands as a testament to the enduring power of prophecy. For centuries, its verses have offered hope to the oppressed, solace to the suffering, and inspiration to those striving for a more just and compassionate world. While interpretations may differ, the core message of the prophecy remains timeless. A call to embrace justice, compassion, and the belief that even in the darkest of times, a light shines in the darkness. As we continue our journey through the cosmos, may we all strive to embody the qualities of Isaiah's servant, working together to build a brighter future for all humankind. Now, what if I told you that you could instantly tap into an incredibly powerful subconscious force that's right under your nose? Curious to learn more? Click the link in the description below this video to listen to the 1-minute prayer. This ancient wisdom can transform your life by manifesting wealth, abundance, and blessings. Don't wait. Take the first step towards a prosperous future now. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. How have you encountered God's love in your life? Share your story and let's encourage each other to seek God's love daily. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more daily devotionals that will inspire and encourage you to deepen your connection with Jesus.